Today's video, I'll be doing a technical breakdown on some major pairs. So I'll kick off with EURUSD. So looking at EURUSD on the monthly time frame, right, the direction of the market is still very much to the downside. So price is still very much bearish, and the reason why I say that is because price haven't broken past the 78.6 Fibonacci level. So looking at it right here, so price have not broken past the 78.6 Fibonacci level. So price got into a major level around this point. So price got to a major level, got rejected back to the downside, so price going to the 78.6 Fibonacci level. So price is still very much like bearish, so it's likely that we're continuing seeing some downward movement on EURUSD. So if I now go down to the, so now looking at EURUSD on the weekly time frame as well, so the weekly chart is still looking bullish. So price was just like tracing back to the upside, but it's likely that price got ejected from here because price have gotten into a weekly major level, like I think it was a weekly level, so a major level around this point, and also price have gotten into the 78.6 Fibonacci level. So there was a high chance of price gotten ejected from here and continuing back to the downside. And so now if I go down to the daily time frame, right, so there was a trend line here. So based on how price touch here, so we have a first touch of this trend line here and we have the second touch of it here. So now price, so what I'm expecting now for me to go into a sell trade, since I say direction of the market is still to the downside, so for me to go into a sell trade, I'll be waiting for price to continue moving back to the downside, for price to break this trend line. So I'll be expecting for price to go into this key level here and also this trend line here for price to break it. So if price broke this level, so I'll be looking for a selling opportunity. So if price continue moving back to the downside and then we have a retest of this level, so I'll be looking to short EURUSD back to the downside. So that's just like how I'm looking to trade EURUSD at the moment. So like I said, the direction of the market is still very much to the downside and price have gotten into a major level. So around this point, so price got ejected from the level, so price broke above it a little bit, but now price, so after price, so this was just like market manipulation around this point. So price started moving back to the downside, still respect level, and then got rejected back to the downside. So price have not been able to break above this level, and this was still the 70.6 Fibonacci level. So as long as price haven't broken past that level, so direction of the market is still very much bearish. So it's still likely that EURUSD still continue moving back to the downside. So like I just said, I'm waiting for price to go into this zone, for price to go into this trend line level, and also for price to go into this key level, this support level before. So for price to break and retest this level before I start looking for selling opportunities. So that's just like how I'm looking to trade EURUSD. So we should have a break of this key level here and also a break of this trend. So after price broke it, then I'm waiting for a retest of it before I now start looking for selling opportunities. So that's just like how I'm looking to trade EURUSD at the moment. And if we look at the USD, so if we look at the DXY, which was the US dollar, so the direction of the market is very much to the upside. So price have gotten to a key level, like a monthly key level, and also a monthly trend. So it's likely that price continue heading back to the upside. And around this level now, we have, so looking at DXY on the daily time frame now, so we are having, so price have not been able to break past this level. So we are having a somewhat of a chart pattern around this level. So we are having somewhat of a inverse and that shoulder. So we have like a left shoulder here, we have a head, and we have a right shoulder. So this level was the level that was like price was getting injected from, that was stopping price from heading higher. So if price could break above this level, then the US dollar is going to continue heading higher. And if the US dollar continue heading higher, that means EURUSD and GBPUSD and all the USD pairs, they are going to be dropping. So that's why I said I'm still looking to short EURUSD since the direction of the market is to the, so since the direction of the market is to the downside, and also the US dollar is still looking bullish. So the US dollar is still, the direction of US dollar is still very much to the upside. So it's likely that price continue heading higher. So that's why I still said I'm going to be looking to go into like a sell trade on EURUSD. So now if I look at, so if we look at, so for those that have been like watching my YouTube videos, you guys know that so price have gotten into like the monthly level, like a monthly trend line. So we have, so price have gotten into a monthly trend line, right? So we have a first touch of it here, we have a second touch of it, and we have a third touch of it. And the last month candlestick closed as a bullish engulfing candlestick, as you guys can see. So it's engulfed this candlestick. So the last month candle engulfed like this previous month candle. So this was like a bullish engulfing candle, showing a bearish, showing a bullish momentum around this level, inside this trend line level, and also this monthly key level here. So that shows like a bullish momentum around this level. So it's likely that price continue heading back to the upside. So direction of the market on DXY is still very much bullish, so price might still like continue heading back to the upside. And like I say, so price have gotten into a key level here. So this was a daily level. So price have gotten into the level here, right around this region. So price got into this level. So when price have not been able to break above this level here, so price like got into this level and then starts forming all this bullish candlesticks. So if the US dollar can break above this blue zone, if price could break above this blue zone, then I'm going to be looking, so price might just continue heading back to the upside. So price will just like continue heading back to the upside. And if we look at the daily trend, so before I was saying that the USD on the daily time frame, that the direction of the market is to the downside on the daily time frame. But now looking at it, the structure of the markets have changed from a downtrend to an uptrend, even on the daily. So direction of the market on the monthly and on the 3 months time frame is still to the upside, but on the daily, before, the direction of the market is to the downside. But looking at it now, direction of the market on the daily time frame is still to the upside now. So the reason why I say direction of the market is to the downside before is because we're having all this structure. So we have a lower high and we have a lower low. So let me just start from here. So we have a low, we have a lower low, we have a lower high, we have a lower low, we have a lower high, and we have a lower low here. So we're expecting price to create like another lower high and then move back down to create maybe a equal low or a lower low. But what happened here is price created a lower high here, came back down to create a lower low, and then price still creates another lower high here. As you can see, this high was still lower than this previous high. So I thought price might just like continue moving back to the downside to create a equal low around this region, or to create a lower low to continue heading back to the downside. But price got into this level and created a higher low. You can see that this low was higher than the previous low. So price came here to create a higher low. After that, price moved back to the upside to create a higher high, which was higher than this previous high. So we have a formation of a higher high here, and we are supposed to have a lower, we are supposed to have equal low or a lower low here for price to continue heading back to the downside, like looking at the daily structure. But that does not happen. Price create a higher low and then move back up to create a higher high. So price create a higher low and then create a higher high, and after that, price still came back into this zone to create a higher low. You can see that this high is still higher than this previous high. So we are expecting price to continue heading higher. So the daily structure is still looking bullish. So we're expecting price to continue heading higher, to put in a higher high or to put in an equal high here. But price is definitely going to continue moving back to the upside. So since this was a major level, like a major key level, like I think it was the monthly level and also the monthly trend line. So price have gotten to the level. So it's likely that price continue moving back to the upside from here. So the daily structure is to the upside. The monthly and also the weekly structure is still to the upside. So it's likely that price continue heading back to the upside. So what I'm just waiting for is, so if the market could break above this key level here, so price was like got ejected. So price was definitely reacting to this level a lot of time. So we have rejection here, we have rejection, and price to go ejected from it here. So I think I think like a fundamental push like the market to the downside from here. But now price is moving to the upside. So if price could break above this blue zone, so if we could have a break above this blue zone, so price might just continue heading back to the upside completely. So that's why I say I'm still going to be shorting EURUSD, and also I'll be shorting GBPUSD if I got the opportunity. So the way I'm looking at the USD is I'm looking at it this way. So price, everything was clearly moving to the upside, and looking at this seems like a chart pattern, right? We have a left, we have a head, and we have a right shoulder, and this is going to be the neckline of it. So if price could break above this range, so this is just like price being in a range at the moment. So if price could break above this range to the upside, so then I'll be looking to go into a buy trade. So that's just like how I'm looking at the US dollar. So that's just like how I'm looking at it. So now if we look at GBPUSD, so if we look at the GBPUSD, so if I'm going to be getting into a sell trade on GBPUSD, so it's going to be like this. So if I'm going to be getting into a sell trade on GBPUSD, like I say, the direction of the market, see, so the GBPUSD is looking bullish at the moment, but if the US dollar continue heading back to the upside, so definitely the USD, GBPUSD, and other USD pairs are going to be dropping. So the way I'll be trading GBPUSD is if price could like broke below this key level here. So if price could break, so let me firstly delete this. So if price could break below this key level, I think this was a major level here. So if price could break below the major level, we have a retest of it and we break below this trend line. So I'll be looking to go into a sell trade. So how I will get into a trade is going to be after price like broke below here, so broke below this key level and also broke below here, and we have a retest of it, and then price got rejected for me. So that's how I'll be looking to trade GBPUSD. So if price continue heading back to the downside and price got into a key level, this key level, so price goes into this key level, broke it to the downside, and also broke this trend line. So I'll just be waiting for a retest of this level. So after we have a retest of it, so I'll be looking to go into a sell trade. So that's just like how I'm looking to trade GBPUSD at the moment. So that's just like the way I'm looking to trade GBPUSD at the moment. So only if price broke this level here. So let me go back to the daily. So only if price can broke below here, so that's when I'll be looking to go into a sell trade on GBPUSD. So I'm not bearish on all the USD pairs because the USD is still very much bullish and price might just continue heading back to the upside completely. So that's just like the reason why I said I'll be looking to go into a short trade if the market can break below here and also break below this trend line. So that's just it on GBPUSD. So that's just it on GBPUSD. So if we look at AUDUSD, so now looking at AUDUSD now on the, so let me go to the monthly. So looking at AUDUSD on the monthly time frame, so the direction of the market still remain very much bearish. So the market was still very much bearish. We have a lower high here, we have a lower low, and we have another lower high here. So it's likely that price create a lower high here. So when price was moving to the downside, I thought that price might just like continue back to the upside to touch this trend line before got injected back to the downside. But now price have gotten into a major zone and price still currently got injected from it. So last month's candle closes as a bearish engulfing candle as well. So it's engulfed this candle, this bullish candle. So it's so the candle still closed as a bearish engulfing candle, and this month candle is still like it's still about to close as a pin bar. So the candle is still closing. So price was just like basically got injected from this blue zone around this region. So it's likely that price continue moving back to the downside. So looking at the structure remain bearish, and if I draw my Fibonacci from swing high to swing low, we could see that price was got injected from this 61.8 Fibonacci level. So price have got into the Fibonacci level and price was like so, and price is got injected from it. Though when price got into this blue zone, which was the major level, price broke above it and then price started like consolidating around this region. But now price is not trading below the level again. So that's why I said I'm looking to go into a sell trade on it. So the direction of the market is to the downside, and also price have got into the Fibonacci zone and also got into a major level, like a major resistance level. So price have got into it and price is definitely got injected from this major level. So like I said, direction of the market is to the downside, price going to a major level and also got into the Fibonacci level. So everything was in place. So what are we? So the way I'll be looking to get into a trade on AUDUSD is very simple. So as you can see, so when price broke above here, so price consolidates around this region, so price consolidate and then start trading below it again. So when prices start trading below it, break above it again and still come back down. So now when price now came back down here, so I just waited for price to like retest the level. So when after price broke a level like this, so maybe if price manipulate the level, or if so, as this was a resistance level, as price broke it to the upside, then price start trading below it, you should always wait for like price to retest that level. So after we have a retest of that level, so I think that's the best time, like after price retest that level and then go rejected. So I think that's the best time like to get into a trade. But since we have all this key level, we have like all this trend line and also this key level here, so it's going to be good to wait for price to break this counter trend. So after we have a break of this counter trend and also after we have a break of this key level, so that's when I'll be looking to go into a sell trade. So I'm just basically using this final level because price I've respected a lot in the past. So we have a rejection at this level, we have like this level acting as a support here, acting as a support here, a support here, and also acting as a support here. So I'm going to be waiting for price. So price already got it. So after price like broke above this level, price have like start trading below it and then we have a retest of it. So what I'm just waiting for to go into a sell trade on AUDUSD is I'm waiting for price to break below this trend line, broke below this counter trend and also broke below this minor level. So after price broke below here, so then I'll be looking to go into a sell trade. So it's just after we have a break of this level here, so after price broke it and then a 4-hour candlestick close below this key level here, so I'll be looking to go into a sell trade. So that's just like how I'm looking to trade AUDUSD at the moment. So I'm bearish on all these USD pairs, all of the USD pairs. So I'm looking to go into a sell trade because the direction of the market still remain very much bearish. So I'm just waiting for price to like clear this level, for price to clear this counter trend and also for price to clear this key level here. So if this key level can be broken to the downside with a 4-hour candlestick, so if price broke it to the downside, then I'll be looking to go into a sell trade on AUDUSD. And I think so I'm already on a sell trade on NZDUSD. So let me check it out. So I'm already on a sell trade on NZDUSD, and I'm still expecting price to continue moving back to the downside. So I'm still expecting price to like continue moving back to the downside on NZDUSD. So price got, so right about here, if I go to the monthly time frame, the direction of the market is still very much bearish as well. So the reason why I got into the sell trade is because we have, so the reason why I got into the sell trade is, so looking at the structure of the market still remains bearish. So we have a high here, we have a low, and we have like another lower high here, and price got into a Fibonacci level. So we have a lower high, we have an equal high here, so it's equal to the previous high. So we have an equal high, we have a low, and we have a potential lower high here. So price got into a major key level. So this was a major key level, though price broke above it. But if I go down to like the weekly and the day time frame, you could see that price was still like respecting the level here. So price got into a major level, got into a trend line, and this was the third touch of this trend line. So we have the first touch of it here, we have the second touch of it, and we have the third touch of it here. So looking at it here, price got into the trend line level for the third touch and also got into a major level. And if I draw my Fibonacci from swing high to swing low, you can see that. So looking at it, price have gotten into the Fibonacci zone as well. So price have gotten into this is 1.8 Fibonacci level, and price is currently getting rejected from it. So, and looking at this monthly candlestick, right? So the monthly candlestick closed as a bearish and going candlestick. So this shows a lot of selling pressure in the market, like seeing how this monthly candlestick closed last month candlestick. So seeing how it's closed, so it's engulfed the previous month candlestick. So this shows like a bearish momentum. The price might just continue heading back down. So this was in line with the structure of the market. So, and also price going into the Fibonacci levels. This is 1.6 Fibonacci level, and price got into the trend line, the third touch of the trend line. So that's just like the reason why I'm selling NZDUSD at the moment. So now, so looking at it, price was getting injected from this key level. Price was getting injected from this key level, got injected from the Fibonacci level, and also the trend line level. So now, if I go down to the daily time frame, we could see that there was a minor level here. So there was like a minor level here. So when price manipulate this level, so we have like a break below it, and we have a retest of it. So when price start moving back to the downside, and we have a retest of this minor level. So when I see that, okay, I think that was a level here. So when price like retest the level, so I just wait for price to break like the counter trend line before I got into the trade on a 4-hour time frame. So after price just broke this counter trend line, so that was when like I got into this trade on the 4-hour time frame. So that's just like how I got into this trade on NZDUSD. So like I said, I'm looking to short EURUSD if price, so I'm looking to short EURUSD if price continue moving back to the downside. So this is just like how my trade on EURUSD will be. So if price continue moving back to the downside, so I'll just wait for price to like broke this major level, this key level here, for price to break this key level, and also for price to break this trend line here. So if price can break this trend line, also broke this key level here, so I'm just waiting for a retest of it before getting into a sell trade. So but what I'm just saying is that I'm looking to short EURUSD and also looking to short GBPUSD and AUDUSD. So GBPUSD, if price also continue moving back to the downside, so if price got here, price might like fly up and continue heading higher if price got into the zone again. But if price broke the zone, so I'll just be waiting for a break of it like this. So I'll just be waiting for price to break the level, have a retest of it. So after we have a retest of it, so I'll be looking to get into a sell trade. So after we have a retest of it, and then price starts trading outside of this trend line again, so I'll be looking to get into a sell trade. So that's just like how I'm looking to trade it. And AUDUSD as well, so I'm just waiting for price to clear this minor level. So if price could clear this minor level and also clear this downward, this counter trend line, so then I've got into a sell trade. So that's just like how I'm looking to trade AUDUSD, EURUSD, and GBPUSD. So, and I'm already on a sell trade on NZDUSD. So I'm just looking to like to sell all these USD pairs. So because the US dollar is still very much bullish, and if the US dollar continue moving back to the upside, so the direction of the market, like all the USD pairs are going to continue moving back to the downside. So that's just like the way I'm looking at the USD at the moment. So, and also if I draw my Fibonacci here from swing blue to, so from swing blue to swing high, we could see that price still got into the 70.6 Fibonacci level around this level. So That's what I think. That's why price have not been able to break below this level. So this was a key level, like it was like a minor level, but price going to a Fibonacci level and also got into this zone. So just like the structure of the market still remain bullish. So looking at it on the daily, so like everything was clearly pointing to the upside. So price might just continue moving back to the upside completely with the way I'm saying it. So price might just like continue moving back to the upside. So that's just like the reason why I'm still bullish on the USD. So I'm bullish on the USD because price haven't broken past this level. So even if price is going to continue heading lower, like if the US dollar is going to be bearish, price will have to take out this low and also take out this trend line, this monthly trend line, before price can continue heading lower. But as long as price was trading above it and also price was still trading above this key level, so the USD is still very much bullish and price might just like continue moving back to the upside. So I'm still very much bullish on the US dollar and I'm bearish on EURUSD, GBPUSD, and also on AUDUSD. And I'm still expecting price to continue like moving back to the downside. So that's just it. So if you guys find this video helpful, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. So I'll catch you guys in my next video.